Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Blacktown right now. I finally made it to Sydney for the second time of my life here. And this time I'm actually traveling on my own as per usual, as you guys expected. And we're going to be exploring the train network this time. Last time I've mainly gone with my parents to go to spots and travel destinations. This time we're going to explore the train network. So that's why here we are at Blacktown. There's actually a lot of buses driving down. I think there goes a future bus driving down, I think, over there. Now they don't, I don't think so. I think that's a Scania bus, isn't it? Whatever, I don't know the buses here that well. So there are some common bus types with Perth, but there are definitely some different bus types, including Scanias, including there will be custom coaches here, very common fleets that they use, the custom coaches, which we never see in Perth, so that's why. But here we are in Blacktown. Here comes the central service via Parramatta. A set there. There that goes. So that's T1 service that will go limited stops to the city. The map is so huge. Oh my gosh, packed. That's why I'm going outbound during this period of time.
To arrive on platform 6 goes to Springwood. First stop Penrith, then all stations to Springwood.
The Springwood is intercity service, so that's why it will be skipping some stops here and stop at platform 6, which actually I'm gonna arrive, I think, very soon actually. But I saw some K sets earlier on, which only runs during rush hours, and we're gonna take this way. Platform 7 here at Blacktown, one of the suburbs here in the western side. There's a huge bus interchange in the middle of the platform, so that's why. But buses, we're not going to be focusing too much on buses this time. I will film some random bus routes, which later on I will film one actually right away. But we're going to go to Emu Plains first for the first section. We're going to film. I know why you guys might be thinking, why you don't start Central, Justin? Yes, we'll start here and we later on go to Central, okay? But we're going to be exploring, if possible, the whole train network. Every single section, every single stop. Not every single stop. We don't care about stopping at every single stop. Okay, I just care about just covering all of the sections. So there will be some limited stop sections which will be always preferred to take over the all stops. But from here it will be all stops to Emu Plains, which will take actually another 30 minutes to get to Emu Plains. The trains here are definitely not the most efficient because they're so bulky. There goes the service to Central. It's definitely very bulky, these trains, and they don't actually run very fast. Oh, I think our train is here. Yep, it is here. Another A set. There it goes. It's pretty full actually, considering it's an outbound service, and there's school students going. Now, Emu Plains is 30 minutes per train because it's a pretty useless station. There's not too many things around Emu Plains. While most of the service will actually just terminate one stop early at Penrith. Literally, Penrith station is like right across the river. Right across the river to hit there. Now it's double deck, but for filming issues, for filming things, it's better to actually just stay on the ground floor here because there's less people. Now we don't really care actually which car, we're just gonna board one. Hopefully not too many people and hopefully no one actually standing in the middle here. Perfect. That's why. Here we are on board. Let's go. We check a look at the map here. The A sets are really bad because the A sets doesn't have the new map for the system, which is so bad. Like, this is already the shutdown section here, and they don't actually have it. We will feature the shutdown section as well. They are running train replacement for that. So, and the metro has already extended, and they haven't actually put it on. It's so bad. But right over here, we're gonna cover this section this time. Blacktown, all stops to Emu Plains over there. Which actually, you see, not too many stops, but it's gonna take a long time because every stop is like so slow. Let's go. Now it's actually focusing, but because there are school students here, which is really annoying. But definitely like these windows, so huge, so nice. And we're gonna hear Taylor Owens for the whole week here. Dong dong. Next stop, Doonside. I've been just taking A sets today. I've taken the B1 earlier on. I think I've taken the B1. I don't remember. Oh, I've taken the B1 yesterday. Oh, no. I've taken the B1. When did I take the B1? I've taken the B1 actually. I think oh, there goes an intercity one. There that goes. Going to Central though. This is where the Blue Mountains line actually goes. I've been to Blue Mountains, but when I went to Blue Mountains, it was actually on a coach with a local tour, which is definitely a cool place to visit if you visit Sydney for the first time. But I don't need to go there again. I might go there next time again, but I will on the train instead to go to Blue Mountains. I don't think the intercity trains actually allows using the Opal card, which is the smart rider here in Sydney for this transport. And there are peak and off-peak fares for this, and there are daily and weekly caps. So I was just gonna cap my fare at the weekly $50 cap. Daily is $18.70 for adults, weekly $50, but excluding the fares that you use at Sydney Airport, which yesterday I've taken from Sydney Airport, so that's why it's the premium fare. Here we are at the Sydney suburbs. I heard that actually got checked. There are some inspections of tickets earlier on for my last service. Now the Emu Plains services are very limited stops before it starts to all stops back here. It literally is like limited stops the entire way until Blacktown. I mean, it was stops at the main stations, but earlier I took a Richmond service, which is the branch, which is the other direction for T1. Which we're actually going to be going up there afterwards for another journey, which I will actually just do a bus up there. That's why I'm saying later on we're going to film a bus. We'll be from Penrith later on to Richmond on one of the terrible frequency services upcoming. These platforms are so huge, I'm not even joking. All the platforms are insanely huge. Now there's actually two lines, actually no, there's only one line. I think the middle platform is for the intercity services that can run through easier, and the side platforms are for the T1. Yep, there's another T1. There that goes. There. I think only use A's and B's on here. Or maybe just A's. Who knows? And Sydney trains, auto doors opening. Don't need to press, so. Plus actually is a very similar system as Hong Kong for the door opening. I mean, not Hong Kong, Japan. Oh boy, a lot of students coming in here. Yes, it's actually very similar to Japan because actually they have another staff at the back of the train. The driver at the front of the train, and then there's you see over there, a coordinator at the back of the train, just like Japan, to press and open and close the doors.
Next stop, Rooty Hill.
Rooty Hill. This is definitely a cool shot though. Really nice. I will definitely be doing the outbound services in the morning and inbound services during the nighttime and also evening because they're not going to be running into rush passenger loads. You see how crazy the rush hour loads is. It's so frequent here, the trains, and there's so many. You see, it definitely doesn't feel that fast for the trains. Alright, here's Rooty Hill. Now, I don't know whether there actually flies here in Sydney. I've not actually ran into any flies yet after I came over. So, hopefully they actually have less flies than how we experience in Perth. That's a huge car park. Is that a car park? I don't think so. I think that's just a building next door. Okay, this is the middle of nowhere station here, Rooty Hill. Unfortunately, that because of the intercity trains, they still have all the platforms. And and also with different patterns. That's why they have so many platforms for all the stations, and practically a bus interchange for all of them.
This station is Rooty Hill. Please mind the gap when getting on or off the train.
You got more people coming in, which is annoying. Oh, there goes another service. Another A set to Central. Is that A1? Yeah, it's an A1. So it looks like it's just using A sets for the T1 services. I've just seen a T5 service actually went by. So I've just seen a T5 service just went by, which is actually 4 cars for a H set. I think it's an H set earlier on I saw, because I think all the A's and B's are all full 8 cars, so that's why this is an 8-car train. But for the H sets and M sets, they are, I think, 4-car trains, and they sometimes bind 2 of them to form an 8-car. But they will use a shorter train, like they're just going to use a 4-car set for some of the lamer services.
Oh, this is like another one? Oh, this is the skate. This is the skate. Oh, this is the Morris or something. Oh, the demon. That sucks.
Have I been scanned?
Yeah, it's gonna.
Oh wait, I get 9 more, right?
Oh yeah.
Or no, I'm gonna crash it.
No, just drop you.
This is honestly really slow. We only passed through 2 stations there, and we have the next one coming up. I want to see the name there. Mount Droid. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Mount Droid. Okay. Where are these students going? Hopefully they get off soon.
It's like 8:14.
So convenient here. There's the bus interchange, I think, all the way over there. That's actually pretty far. With the sky bridge there. Here we are at Mount Droid. Droit? I think it's Droit, but whatever. There are actually people getting on. Maybe more school students.
This station is Mount Druitt. Please mind
Okay, so the stations looks pretty similar, but we will take a look at some of the more lamer stations later on, which is the Terminus stations and also all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's sad.
This train will depart back to either Gordon, Hornsby, or Waratah, or North Sydney, or anything. But it will not terminate at Central because T1 is the longest line of all times. It's literally just combining both the Mandurah and Yanchep line, but even longer. But that's how the system goes. And there goes a B8 out there, I just saw one. I try not to actually take B8s here because because I've taken so many in Perth, I don't really want to take them. I want to take some more unique bus types here. Another A set. There it goes. St. Mary's, next stop.
Yeah, no, good shit. So bad. No, it's just that it wasn't long enough before to tell. Watch me do it to my right now.
This is the perfect spot for this because right now no one even knows I'm actually filming. It just looks like I'm actually holding up a phone and watching video. Plus actually behind me is literally a wall.
What is? I'm lagging. I'm gonna crash out. That's it.
Okay, into more industrial areas over here now. There's some houses on this side though.
Yeah, wait.
I'm gonna crash.
Oh my gosh, it's literally middle of nowhere here. Oh, oh.
Bro, I'm actually team, I think.
This is the main point of this Sydney trip, is to explore while taking the train to see all these views, you see? Oh man. definitely cool. But if I compare with Perth, it's very similar to like Kwinana and Waratah areas when the trains drive by. Kwinana is actually better though because it runs way faster, the trains, and it sounds better.
All that.
Like, the double deck trains are so cool, but at the same time they actually really make it inefficient. So that's why they have the metro stuff coming up, which is making it way more efficient in carrying passengers. I know the metro doesn't hold as many passengers as a double decker train, but it runs way faster and can provide higher frequencies, so technically is like a compensating mechanism, which doesn't really hurt that much. It's like an hour for me to get over here. Luckily it's a smooth interchange because of it actually skipping stops earlier on, while my service that go to Richmond actually just goes all stops after hitting Parramatta earlier on. Oh boy, nothing over this side. Absolutely empty here. So, while the Emu Plains services will run express still, after Parramatta runs express to Blacktown or the stop before at Seven Hills. There's a T set over there. There that goes. Nice, they do run T. They do run Tangara sets on the T1. That's good. There's a Tangara set there. There that goes. Which we'll be spotting. Oh my gosh, what the hell is with this station? We'll be seeing Tangara sets on the T4 line very soon, because that's the only fleet that runs on the T4. Tangara sets. That's the only fleet. Wow, this place is like having a whole construction thing going on over here for this St. Mary station over here. Boy, more school students.
Oh, ow.
Where's their school? There's a bus out there. I think that's a custom coach just drove by there. I'm gonna cut this out a little bit because it's a little bit longer wait.
But you're a crazy guy.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Oh, did I go?
Wow, that's a really bad area there. They actually have a whole area blocked off. But we're mostly just using the middle platform, side platforms here. Quite a lot of people gotten off there.
Oh, that's cool. I couldn't score.
Yes, Emu Plains is the last stop for T1. But the Blue Mountains line will stop at Emu Plains and will continue past that to go to Blue Mountains. Which is actually crazy because actually if you look on the map, the intercity trains are also listed if you actually put Google Maps with the trains and train network shown on the map. It actually shows the whole intercity network as well alongside with the normal stuff there. There's a freight terminal there.
It's crazy. Dynamite's crazy. Kudos to Dynamite.
Oh, he died.
Oh, he
bumps you up.
He does me up. That's okay.
You're gonna die now.
Got shot now.
Oh, my thing.
Yeah, that's speed. Right there. She's crazy.
Warrington.
I'm right behind you. That's
The school holidays here in Sydney actually starts pretty late. So Perth actually started December 12 for the upcoming. They actually start like December 20. I just searched it up and it starts December 20.
Oh, hit assist.
Oh, shit. I was gonna go.
We are at Warrington. Wow, this is a really rural area over here. Oh, no more double platforms now. We only have a side platform on this side now. Okay, this feels actually wrong now with the platform actually like this. This doesn't feel as good.
This station is Warrington. Please mind the gap.
Which is kind of unnecessary to have all doors open, but at least it's actually not going to affect too much in terms of like temperature, because if you don't sit here and just sit on the upper deck or lower deck, you're not going to get affected by the doors like opening with the wind coming in. Next stop, Kingswood. And it will be Penrith. Penrith should be a bigger station because there are trains terminating there, so there should be a terminating platform as well. Which is so weird that they actually terminates trains one stop before the terminus. Like, what? When it's literally just across a little bit. I guess maybe Penrith have more platforms, so that's why they can actually do a little bit better of the terminations. Wow, Emu Plains. I bet Emu Plains is just a side platform, and then they will cross over to leave the ongoing track available for the intercity trains to go through. I bet that's kind of how it works.
Shit.
Don't know what that is. I think that's an A1. Now I'm not gonna list out the numbers because I actually have no idea the numbers for the trains. I'm just gonna say them they're A sets, and on the captions it will still say A train, B train, M train, whatever these are, K trains. I'm not gonna use sets, but I'll write down sets in the caption. These are all Waratah trains, which A and B's are practically similar. So, but A has the flipping destos, I mean the LED destos, while the B's have the electronic panels. But they're both Waratah sets, so. We have the Oscar sets, which is I think they call it H sets for the Oscar trains, while we also have the Millennium M sets, and also the Tangara T sets. I don't know how to call the K sets though, I need to look it up. But K sets are the oldest sets, and I think they should have been withdrawn, but apparently not, and they only run it during rush hours for extra services, which I've seen a couple earlier on.
Oh shit.
And the K sets are the only trains that actually doesn't have the flipping doors. All the trains flips in for the doors, but the K sets just close like an A series slide where you slide in.
Ha! Saved it. Just like that.
The views are definitely awesome though. Not going to lie. Especially with the windows, so many windows and so wide open, you can see clearly everything. Then I'm gonna take that route between Penrith and Richmond. It's like there are two of them, and both of them are 2 hours per bus, but they stupidly actually depart both of them almost at the same time. If according to Google Maps and the info is correct. Literally, I'm not joking. It's literally the same thing. They're not the same thing. Definitely there are some differences, but they depart both of them pretty much at the same time. One goes at 9 a.m. later on, and one goes at 9:07. Like, why? Now, one of the routes actually have a deviation. I searched on Google Maps. Actually, like, one section is served every 4 hours because it's every 2 hours per bus, and one is a deviating trip and one is not. So, yep, this is still a side platform. There's a more of a bigger one this time. Someone's getting off though. Looks like actually the school students are going here because one of them is getting off. Is there a bus interchange for this station? So there's an Emu Plains service.
This station is Kingswood. Please mind the gap when getting on or off the track.
Yeah, so we've got a Hornsby service coming up. Here it goes. Oh, Intercity, there it goes. Intercity is just 8 cars, but mine with 2 of them, so.
Oh, this is right.
Next stop, Penrith. Sometimes the train drivers will do manual announcements. They're actually kind of stupid that they actually do it. They actually showed it on the screen as guard announcement. It's a freaking driver, man. It's not a guard.
Oh, I was gonna catch it.
I'm practically saving battery for both of my phones just in case I need to jump in from my other phone because I'm doing so many videos every single day. Okay, terminating almost. Penrith should be a bigger station though. There's definitely more stuff around here. There's actually very regular bus services between Emu Plains and Penrith because there's actually a service that starts from Penrith and go past Emu Plains station to go to inner areas. There are a couple of bus routes there. So that's why if you actually miss an Emu Plains service, just take a bus back to Penrith. It doesn't stop at the station, it will stop at the Westfield, I think, next to it, which is just like right across the street. So as soon as you get off, you just walk over, which is actually better for a connection back over to the trains.
It's loading, right?
Now there is actually one departing back to Penrith at 8:43, which is 3 minutes after the train arrives. If I missed that one, if I can get it, I will try to get it because I want to take a bus. But if I don't get it, I just take the trains back to Penrith for the 678 or 679 service later on.
Oh, that's it.
Is it these two? I think it's 677, 678. Yes, 677 or 678. Both are 2 hours per bus going up to Richmond from Penrith as a connection between the two T1 stations.
Oh, drift joy.
Look at the speed. What the hell is the speed? Oh boy. The speed's so bad. Are we crossing tracks? Yeah, we are.
I'm kind of ignoring it right now. Also, don't talk to them. Ignore it.
There goes. Is that an intercity? Yeah, that's an intercity. Only 2 cars there, so there that goes.
Just back. Oh.
Arriving at Penrith.
Oh, this stuff's perfect today. Can you send me some Netflix? Yeah, this stuff's perfect. Can you send me some Netflix?
I can't. Wait, can you shoot from there so I can hear why attack?
It might be this side though for Penrith. This is a bigger one. Ooh, these trains are definitely very tall though. Now we haven't featured any underground sections. There will be underground sections definitely. City Circle will be featured on its own as a City Circle, which I will do that last day probably before I go to the airport. Ooh, busways.
That's it. You can't score.
This is one of the 794 over there. That's bus number. This is one of the contractors here, busways. Which is crazy. They still have hot dogs running here. Are you serious? For busways, they still have hot dog buses running for Sydney. So are you serious? Hong Kong withdrawn them like decade ago, and they're still using them. And no aircon. Now the temperature these days are not too bad, but oh my gosh, in freaking summer, hopefully they don't run those things.
I noted that.
Okay, Penrith is still actually quite a lot of things here. It's not like very bare or anything. It's pretty huge. With a crest here? What? Crest? Okay. I could have actually looked for Crest to actually stay, but I stayed in Ibis instead. So, oh, okay. How are they gonna do this actually? We're actually using here. Oh, that's just where it is, and they're just gonna cross back over. What the hell is this? Why is it actually like this? Oh, that's the central bound though. What? Wait, what? That's so bad. That's so bad. It actually cross tracks in front of it, and then it goes like wrong way for this section. Alright, getting off at Penrith here. Now there are pretty much actually station coordinators for all of the stations, mostly to hoist the flags and do the what's that thing called, the whistle. Pretty much the whole train's cleared out now. We're just gonna go over one more station. Do we actually run wrong way here? Oh, I think they have to, because I think this is the only tracks that goes to Emu Plains. Well, that's the no, that's actually Central via Penrith, so definitely it's actually from Emu Plains for that one. Huh, I'm not really sure what's going on here with the tracks. I think they do cross over here with each other, which is kind of weird.
Next stop, Emu Plains.
Well, they just do a basic announcement. They're not even actually doing any special announcement saying, "Oh, we're terminating" or something like that. But this is the last stop of the T1 service. 8:36 right now. And here is crossover, and literally is just right there for Emu Plains. Wow, the car park down there, absolutely empty there. No entry, okay. Ooh. Oh boy, this looks so cool. With the crossing of the river here. Reminds me a little bit of the Japan trip that I did. Yeah, the Emu Plains is in the middle of the bush here. Here we go, should be arriving and terminating. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. And there's the station. It is a side platform, looks like. Can I just run out and get a bus? Hopefully I can. The bus station is right outside there. I want to explore the station a little bit though.
This train will stop at Emu Plains.
Yeah, literally doesn't say anything regarding like this is terminating. Yes, we are crossing like I said, because this track will be continuing as intercity services. So we are crossing over and terminating on this side here. So weird, in the middle of nowhere there's an 8-car train. But it is 30 minutes per train, so I guess. It's so slow though. These speed limits, man, Jesus Christ. And there he goes. Terminating. That side is for the intercity services.
Now arriving at Emu Plains, this is the final station for this service. Emu Plains to Blue Mountain Slide.
Ooh, this is a cool station. Blue Mountains line is on that side. Let's get off.
This station is...
And also I want to say these stations are so inaccessible. Look at the gap here. Freaking A. It's so bad. But here we are on time, exactly according to how Google Maps actually scheduled it. 8:40 arrived on time there. And we were departed at 8:48 to go back to city and continue way past there. I want to see where's the bus stop. Maybe I can take the bus. This station is pretty cool. On the outside we have a big old structure. There's the train head, and there are flies here. It's on me right now. Gosh. But this is the structure of the station. The bus is actually on that side. This way will continue to Blue Mountains. And there's the train head there. That's probably a thumbnail then. Hope you guys enjoyed this first video of Sydney trains, which later on I'm gonna try to, I probably just take the trains back because I think we're gonna miss the bus service. So I'm gonna go back to Penrith, we'll do a bus service. Next will be the Richmond section. Go down to, I was just gonna end my journey back at Blacktown later on. And I'll switch a video to another journey to go down to Parramatta. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. Click on these videos up top, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!